Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we're on a map called Vendetta. Up at the top of Vendetta, we have the blue player with the GLA Vanilla. This is Fargo. All the way down in the south, we have the purple player with the GLA Demolition. This is Tumstep. So I think this is a couple of weeks old now, and I believe it might be a challenge they played against each other. And don't think it's a GLA mirror tournament, but I believe this is probably the reverse of a GLA versus demo. They play random, GLA versus demo, and then they will reverse it. So Fargo's now playing with the GLA. Both players looking like they are going for the 3 supply build. Tumstep always boxed in his workers very, very nicely, and he's also going for a TNT, and he's also very nicely boxed in his workers over on the left. Worker straight down the middle from Mr. Fargo. Big size style. He's also going for a TNT. Is this the new meta we're seeing here, where players are going for 3 supply and a TNT? And the way they are doing that is by skipping pretty much all tunnels. In the case of Tumstep, that's what he's done. Fargo did get a tunnel here eventually. And over here, a little bit of a different setup to Tumstep. Nice TNT hit there from Fargo. Completely stopped Tumstep's in his tracks. And Fargo is also probably going to get through with his own. What Tumstep could have done there was detonated that barracks. Comes in with a TNT, Fargo, and... Ooh, okay, very interesting what just happened there. I don't even know whose scaffold that was. Probably it was Fargo's, but because he got the repair in just before the last TNT hit, that building actually survived. So it's not that bad for Tumstep, because that will repair. The difference is that Fargo will have technical advantage now, like army advantage, with the technicals running around. Fargo seems to have map control advantage as well. He's in the buildings on the right-hand side, or one of them at least. It's nice micro all round from Fargo. But saying that, though, he's still going to lose all of his technicals. Needs to scrap the night out, otherwise there could be a super tech in play. This technical over here from Fargo is not getting any hits off on this one. It's actually taking damage. Fargo comes around and gets hit. So overall, I think that's solid play from both of the players. Because Tumstep has held strong. He got TNT'd. Yeah, he walked into a TNT unit there, which wasn't the greatest. But overall, it's a nice solid build. He's got a nice box going on. The thing that Tumstep is lacking, though, is map control. Because Fargo has a tunnel already on the left on 95% though. And he has a tunnel going up on the right. So yeah, he's going to get that one. Tumstep now trying to creep forward with a worker on the right there as well. Something that Tumstep does like to go for, remember, is them workers hiding in the corner on the GLA mirror, or actually against anything, I think. Just always got to be checking them corners, making sure that there's no Tumstep worker there. Technical coming through for Tumstep, headed straight to the main base of Fargo. His base is quite open, actually. There's no like defensive tunnel in his main base at all. And Tumstep comes in and goes for the double and grabs the double. So that was an amazing TNT hit there from Tumstep. But that could have been stopped, really. If there was just a tunnel, a couple of RPGs spread out, maybe just one technical, it could have been stopped. But the fact that he just left his base wide open means Tumstep is able to come in and gets the double. With that hit, does change things quite a lot. Fargo is grabbing an oil, though. Tumstep goes a little bit too far forward to this bunker. Yeah, Fargo can rebuild from that, but it is a big hit. To lose one arms during on your main supply is a big hit. Fargo also selling this fake barracks. You won't get much money back from that. It's another TNT straight through the middle. Very, very nice there from Tumstep. His base is just nice and compact, defending what he needs to in his base, but then also managing because Fargo seems to be like spreading himself kind of thin, which enables Tumstep to manage a TNT straight down the middle and has hit two or three key buildings there. Very, very nice indeed. Tumstep also now pushing on the left-hand side. It's a single Scorpion from Fargo. That's what I class as a Fargo pop, where you face a certain death, but you just pop your 1 or 2 units anyway. And yeah, Tumstep's gaining some momentum. Don't want to scrap up that quad. He knows it. He scrapped up that quad instead. And Tumstep now expanded. Difficult to say who's ahead, because Fargo does have these 2 oils on the right. Tumstep has control of the left, but he's also under a little bit of threat, because Fargo wants to press that way. Fargo's now building more arms dealers, but again, his base is kind of open. There's no defensive tunnels here stopping any of these arms dealers getting hit. And you just know that being a demo, you probably... He's going to be making another TNT at some point. Tumstep with the sneaky workers again, albeit not too crazily sneaky. Fargo just checking there with his own worker in his own corner. Okay, TNT from Tumstep. Gets the kill there, which is probably still worth it. But ultimately, that was after a key building, wasn't it? That was after an arms dealer or a supply or something. Okay, Tumstep gets the kill on one of these oils, but he's again venturing a little bit too close to this building. And he is losing a bit of stuff, but also Fargo losing some Scorpions here. Another TNT though. Comes straight through the middle. That was the final unit from that initial one. Maybe a little bit too greedy there in the end from Tumstep. Like, he could have easily got that, or maybe that initially, but he went for the supply. Can't remember if you get more XP from an arms dealer kill or a supply. I'm guessing an arms dealer because it costs more. But he's deliberately trying to hit the cash. Yeah, I mean, it might have more impact. Because is Fargo still producing on all 3 arms dealers anyway, is probably the question. If you kill one of them, you might actually not be stopping him in any way, because he can just continue to produce on the other 2. Okay, Fargo wanting to press here now on this left-hand side. Tumstep holding strong so far. Plenty of RPGs in Fargo's army, but there's also a nice mix of units here from Tumstep. Lots of Scorpions and lots of quads. Okay, Palace being built. The one thing is, if this game does go long, and if this supply light gets mined out, for example, and the main stuff for Tumstep is just down here in this base. His base is quite compact. One scud there, for example, is going to be devastating. Huge engagement now over on the left-hand side. Scorpions and quads head-to-head. Don't know if Tumstep should continue to take that, because these RPGs on the side, they are chipping away at it. And in the end, all that's going to be left is just RPGs, I think. So maybe not the best push in the entire world for Tumstep there. Tumstep is leading the way in XP by quite a lot. Here's the sneaky worker. And Fargo even has a unit there, but Tumstep's still doing it anyway, and he's dropped that off what with the technical. These technicals are having way too much success. And it's actually really Tumstep giving Fargo a taste of his own medicine, because it's usually Fargo who's TNTing all the way through the game, but this time he's got the GLA vanilla. So it's the demo with the more powerful TNTs going for those hits. But yeah, Fargo's base has been devastated by so many TNTs. I think that's why Tumstep's so far ahead in XP. Fargo still has 1 oil, and he's always very good at defending it. Lots of tunnels and RPGs around. And it looks like Tumstep will be kicked off this supply. Maybe temporarily. But Tumstep going for a counterattack in the main base, having got that sneaky tunnel up. And this is very, very bad news for Fargo now. Absolutely awful news. Something that he doesn't want to be fighting against now. And he even knew it. The fact that he had a sneaky worker there in the corner of his own base, he knows what I called earlier. He knows Tumstep's tendencies, what he likes to do. And even though he had a worker there, he was not paying attention enough because he was focused elsewhere on the map. And this might actually just be GG for Fargo. Is he going to be able to hold this or not? There's buggies out also for Tumstep. Where is the Jarman? Could be handy here, picking off the workers and the RPGs that the Scorpions do struggle to deal with sometimes. Tumstep is cleared off the left, and I think Fargo might just be able to hold on the right. Needs a few more workers there. It's collecting fully there, collecting fully there. That's nearly mined out. Buggies repop from Tumstep. There's more buggies now. And he has a decent number. He could get all of this scrap as well. Might get some veterans. He might get a bit of cash. These buggies. Definitely missing the Jarman though, because these RPGs have been so annoying for these units. He loses a buggy, and Fargo's holding, actually. He's doing pretty well at holding. I think both players are playing really, really well. Like, if any other player was against any other one of these, I think a lot of people would be dead. But both players seem to be playing really, really well at the minute. A lot of tunnels there from Fargo on the left. And he's building demo traps. I would probably like a few demo traps from Tumstep, actually. Maybe he could have built a few here before he did this push. Because then when Fargo ultimately counterattacks, the $200 demo traps for demo are just so, so powerful. So we've got like 3 markets-ish for Tumstep, or going to be 4 if we include that fake one in a second. We do have Jarman out now. And he is getting some snipes in on these RPGs. $60 for every kill. 1 more to kill there. And these buggies are doing an exceptional job. We need to do a palace check on Fargo. He's got a palace being built. 44% top left. But that is a long time to be dealing with buggies. He is trying to pick off the occasional buggy and having success most of the time. But Demo Bike's going to be making an appearance now from Tumstep. Yeah, this sneaky tunnel play, like, just go back and watch a few of these GLA mirrors of Tumstep. He's always sticking a sneaky worker in the corner. Always got to be careful of this. Okay, another buggy gets picked off. I think Fargo's doing well to pick off 1 buggy at a time, because really, with the correct micro, none of these buggies should be going down. Not sure what's going on there. Fargo is actually creeping forward on this left-hand side. Just look at the amount of blue spread everywhere. And this oil, by the way, is keeping him afloat a lot. But what is Fargo's answer to that? Tumstep is now level 5 and has a sneak attack. I think Fargo needs his own Jarman. Needs to win the Jarman battle guaranteed so he can start sniping this a bit at a time. He's coming in with another Scorpion. Unfortunately for him, though, fires the rocket at the other Scorpions. Yeah, if you trade 1 for 1 at this stage, Fargo's happy. Because otherwise, the thing is, you just lose. You just lose to the buggies because of the range. I'm trying to think of other ways Fargo can deal with that at the minute. Even a battle bus would get sniped. A TNT would get sniped or stopped. You've got a Vet 3 Jarman now. Oh, Fargo's usually the patient one. Battle bus is now out for Tumstep, though. Jarman Kell coming in from the side now for Fargo. Tumstep with a bit of bad micro, sending all of his buggies straight down the middle of the map by mistake. Needs to get the scan on this Vet 3 Jarman. Oh, no. Okay, that's very, very bad news for Fargo now. Because that's so hard to deal with, man. He's so powerful. He's sniping all of these workers, so Fargo's not even collecting on his main. Tumstep is, but he's collecting a little bit awkwardly. Only 3 inside of the box. Yeah, it is super, super solid play from both, but Fargo, I think, is slipping a little bit here. He's got 1 market up in the top left. He retains that oil. Selected on a few more workers here now, but getting kicked off his main. I think it's just a little bit too much now because that Jarman's just reigning supreme. It was imperative. Fargo had to win that Jarman engagement. But I think he's not even got the radar scan ability, so that's why. Oh, he's going to get sniped again. Tumstep's onto his case. He's on him. He's on him and he's scanned him again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Fargo being probably a little bit too impatient there. Fargo has been defeated. That's really solid there for Tumstep. But I think just having your base wide open all the way through the game, that's Fargo, and getting TNT'd over and over again. Like at least 3 or 4 key buildings got hit, which got him all the XP. And I don't even think we saw the sneak attack or a powerful rebel ambush that even build a CC. Tumstep, some of these things I'm missing, the Anthrax bomb and stuff like that. I don't even know if we saw that. But Tumstep played super, super solid. And yeah, for Fargo, I believe this was a challenge between them both. And I think we've picked a replay here where Tumstep won. But I think overall, the set did win, was a win for Fargo, and actually quite a convincing one as well. I didn't know who won this particular game, but I believe the score overall was pretty convincing for Fargo. So don't let this one just let you think that Tumstep's just dominating Fargo at the minute, because this is just one replay from a bunch, and I believe Fargo did win it overall pretty convincingly. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Tumstep is now classed as an expert or master level player now as well. He's been promoted on the forums, so let me know what you think about that as well, and I'll see you in the next one. GG.